Yeah, let's look at that A8. This is a geometry question. Geometry question, actually, kind of a we gotta get that question. So is it because North America not training? Actually, very simple. So we should get this question. Yeah. So for this question, so every time we solve this kind of question, we think about is it determined or not determined, right? So basically, he gave you conditions AE and AF and this angle. So basically, he gave you this angle, right? This angle, something, cosine something, right? Cosine this angle is 1/3. Give you this one. Now he asks you what the area. So it's like AECF. AECF is the which area? This area, right? So this area, AECF, this area. So first of all, for this kind of question, we ask ourselves, right? Is that like moving or not moving? This is the first question. If not moving, is much easier. If moving, it's kind of like some tricky, brilliant solution sitting there. So, so let's say we have this angle and this length and this length, right? So in the beginning, look like this triangle AEF is determined, right? So we cannot AEF is determined. So this angle, this length, it cannot draw the different lengths, right? After perpendicular, also cannot. This also draw perpendicular, they definitely meet the C. So basically, then you draw this A, B parallel, C parallel, so everything. So this is determined, not moving, okay? So it should be easy. Should be we can use the angle to calculation, right? So everything determined like EC, FC, you all can calculate. It just matter how you calculation that, right? Just matter how you calculation, okay? You also can use a coordinator like a 2D coordinator. Just force them to calculation, right? So it's force some calculation. This one you can turn. This one you can actually you can turn it around, solve by yourself. Something like you can turn. You can do the A, E, F like this. So anyway, it doesn't matter. So you can do you can do all kinds of method, right? Geometry solve. So it won't stuck because once you decide this triangle, we can force with everything the same. So we can force, right? We can force them to do that, right? Yeah. So you can design your coordinator like this, right? Depend on what you like. They can depend like this. This is your coordinator, and this is your coordinator, something like that, right? So you can say, oh, this is length 0. This is 32 0, right? 32 0, and this is like 20 cosine this, sine this, and have this one. You can find this point, and then you draw this line, and find just this line, solve this problem, find the length, and once you find the length, you can separate this two triangle here, this triangle time this time that. This is hard, yeah, but anyway, still solvable, right? Still solvable, so you can easily use calculation everything, right? So yeah, so geometry, this is like geometry solve this one not that hard, right? So yeah, so for this question, so we don't need that hard because those are geometry solve, right? So basically we saw this kind of things with cosine thing. So basically give us idea is okay. So it's just simply draw here with like cutting here where we have everything, right? So we don't do triangle like this way. We do triangle like this way. So here, because 20 and cosine, so this one should be 20 third, right? 120 times third. This one should be like this is, let's say this is A, this one, right? A is supposed to be this one, right? What about B? B is supposed to be this is B. B is supposed to be 32 minus A. We got a B here, right? So because they give you cosine, we have A, we have B, so it's separate. It's very simple, right? So after you calculation this FC, what happened, right? So basically we know this is length here, right? We know this is length, and this is length here, right? And we can calculation calculation here. How you calculating this one? That'd be tricky, right? So basically it's irregular. So we learn this one. Anything creepy like this is standard one. So anything creepy like this. So creepy like this, or creepy like this, right? So this one actually is this is triangle, right? This is triangle, right triangle, and plus this is rectangle. Also this one is same thing. So once we saw that one here, like it's always cutting this way, easily form this one to rectangle and triangle. This is gotta remember, this is gotta be immediately jumping to here. This is training. Okay, so now here we saw this shape, we immediately jump. Oh, that was simple. Here, here, right? That was here. So now we have relationship, right? So what's the relationship we have? So CF. Right now we got a calculation CF, EC. What is CF? CF is here. This should be CF, right? And this length should be okay. We know this one. 1/3. The other one, not sure which one. So anyway, just 1 minus cosine will be okay. Here's sine, right? We have this one. So this length minus this CF, right, is supposed to be this one, right? This is kind of, this is what this is B, right? This is rectangle. So we cut this one to rectangle. So CF gotta be here, B will be here. Right now we're just looking for all kind of things, right? So what this one say? What EF things, right? So here, what do? Because in the angle, right? So it's already decided. So what angle is this? So here, yeah. So basically, that angle should be equal to that angle, right? Because this plus this equal to 90, this plus this equal to 90, so it should be okay. And then this, so this angle should be this. If this is alpha, this should be also alpha, right? So basically, you turn this one angle relationship. And now the cosine is here, EC. Oh, EC. Okay, EC is easy, yeah. Cosine alpha. Just 1/3. Actually, just 1/3, right? It's 1/3 and equal to B. B equal to 32 minus 320, right? Oh, EC kind of okay, huh? EC is 96, is 76. Now we need to do FC. FC, now we need a sine, right? Sine is like, sine is what? Sine is 1 minus this one, square root, right? Sine should be like this. Should be 2 root 2. Sine should be like this, right? Sine, because sine squared plus cosine squared equal 1. So this is the sine. This is sine. Sine alpha is supposed to be that one. So this sine alpha, so this one. So yeah, 20 sine. Wait. This, whoa, it's wrong. So here is all wrong. So this plus this should be alpha. So it's wrong one. So it's all wrong. Yeah, this calculation is wrong. So this should be, this plus this equal 90, this plus, so this should be alpha. Alpha should be here. The angle is wrong. So holy shit. Angle wrong. Cosine here. So it should be sine. Sine is 3 root 2. Yeah, 3 root 2 here. It's different. So it's 2 root 2. Yeah, this one should be, no, this one should be, yeah, 76 minus 2 root 2. Should be like this. 2 root 2 is different. Here is different, right? Yeah, so cosine here. This is a cosine here, right? And total, this is sine 20, this is 20. EC, we have this one, right? This is EC. Then EC, this EC, boom. Here would be like where we have this thing, right? So we have EC here, EC cosine this one, EC cosine this one is 3 1/3, 76, 2 root 2. right? Minus this is what, 20 sine, right? 20 sine is 1/3. 20 sine 2 root 2. Oh man, 2 root 2 here. 20 sine. 20 sine 2 root 2. Yeah, this one. 20 sine 2 root 2 is this length, right? And this is cosine EC, cosine is this one. So minus this one will be FC. FC is simple like this. So I kind of like put a 3 2 root 2 here. 3 2 root 2. 3 2 root 2 will be 8, right? 8 will be 160. 160 will be 84. 84, kind of like this, right? That should be 84, so get rid of this 3. Get rid of 3 should be 2 root 2, like what is that? 20 28, like it's roughly 28 FC, right? So now we have FC, EC, everything have, so we gotta do something. The mass can be like this, is simple, right? We cut half this triangle, this triangle. So basically we have like the area S1 should be equal to what? It's 20 times 10 times EC. 10 times EC should be 10 times 2 root 2, 76. And S2 should be S2 supposed to be 32, 16 times this one, right? 16 times 28 and 2 root 2, 2 root 2, 2 root 2, 2 root 2, get rid of 2 root 2. Yeah, 2 root 2, right? Yeah, 2 root 2. And here 2 root 2 we will flip up. So everybody get 2 root 2 supposed to be what? 2 root 2 here. Then we have 8 supposed 2, get rid of this 5, get rid of this is 4, 19. So this one's supposed to be 190 root 2, right? This one 2 should be 8, 256. And so the answer should be plus together, S1 plus S2 should be equal to. So here is wrong. So here the calculation is wrong. So you see, we group together, we not separate because this I don't have a good pen, so I gotta learn how to use the pen. So this is not. This is 112, right? S2 supposed to be 112. S1. This is S1. S2 supposed to 112 because 16 times this one should be 112 root 2. So the totally 112 times this one is 302 root 2. So this is the answer. The question, yeah. So we solve this problem. You also can use another triangle, like you also can use another triangle. But anyway, this is the key. How you think to get this question, right? So we also can use another triangle, which is here. Let's say we can use this triangle, also our shape, right? This is a triangle, also our shape. Then we can using this one, can calculate this one because this is the angle here, right? This plus this equal to 90. So that's supposed to be alpha. So we can use this one to build the answer. So here, this one, we have this one, we have cosine, sine, whatever, something, blah, 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 all show up like this, okay? And we can go back to like this. We're cutting this one. This one is our like another basic training function.